Hello everyone, thanks for joining. My name is Gideon Besaidnout and I am an application engineer for Micrographics. Today we're going to have a look at parametric designing within AutoCAD and how we can utilize the parameters table or the parameters manager to assist us with our 2D sketching environment and utilizing constraints and updating our model using parameters. Now in AutoCAD I've just got the normal ISO template open, and this is just going to be a basic video on how we can utilize constraints with parameters in our 2D sketching environment. Now I've just got the normal ISO template open, nothing specific, no specific layer types as you can see. So this is just going to be a basic video on how we can utilize parameters and constraints with the 2D sketching environment. Now from here I'm just going to draw a normal rectangle. I'm going to specify my first point to be on the 0,0, and I'm just zooming out a bit, just making this a little bit smaller, and I've just created a normal rectangle. From here I'm going to go into the parametric tab, and I'm going to ensure that I fix that specific point in place so that that corner does not move from the 0,0. From here I'm just going to ensure that the specific lines, that they stay vertical and horizontal. So there I've just created a normal rectangle and it's fixed on the 0,0 on that corner, and I'm going to go and utilize some of the parameters. Now when we are on the parametric tab, we can open up the parameters manager, and you'll notice there is a parameter table that has been opened up. From here I can simply right click and choose to add a new group, and this is a new user parameter group that I am going to utilize and create within my 2D sketching environment. Going to keep it simple, so here we do have the option to create our parameters. Just moving this table a little bit in, so here I can right click and just delete that because I actually want to create specific parameters. Now this user parameter, I can give it a name. I'm going to create one called height. The expression, I'm going to utilize a dimensional value, add another parameter and say that is width, and I'm going to say that is equal to the height parameter. As you can see, spelling is very important and the expression cannot be evaluated, so I just need to take out and ensure that my spelling is correct. As you can see, I didn't say equal, I just took away the equal sign. AutoCAD will know that the expression of width, it is equal to height. Going to add another parameter, for instance diameter, and I'm going to say the diameter is height divided by 2, just to give it a nice expression and putting an equation into the mix. Now after I've created an equation, I'm going to utilize the normal home tab and just create a normal circle and just put it into perspective there. From here I'm going to go and ensure that I get this circle fully constrained. Now I'm going to utilize the vertical constraint as an example. Hold in shift and right click and tell AutoCAD that I'm overwriting the constraint and I want it to be the center of the circle. Now I can select the object, press enter, and now I can select the first point. I want that point. Now I can select the second point, hold in shift, right click and choose the midpoint of the top line, and you'll notice that it would create it and make it vertical towards that midpoint. I'm going to do the same with the horizontal constraint just to get it nice and symmetrical. Again, shift and right click and tell it I want the center of the circle. So yes, I'm selecting that object, selecting that first point and that as my second point, and now my circle, it is constrained. From here, I'm going to go and add dimensional values. Now when we talk about the dimensional values, that would be the parametric dimensions. From here you can also go and click on the drop down and click on the settings. Here you can also see the differences. Here you do have an option to show the name and the expression, or only the name or the value. I'm going to choose a vertical dimension, select that point and that point, and that I'm going to call my height. So I'm not putting a dimensional value, I'm just typing in the parameter that I've created and pressing enter, and you'll notice how it updates. The next dimension, I'm going to go choose a linear dimension, select that corner and that corner, and that I'm going to call the parameter width. And as you can see, because I utilize the constraints, even my circle moves with the parameter. And lastly, I'm going to go to diameter in my parametric environment, and then I'm going to call the parameter that I've created, and it would update. Now it's quite nice and easy from here, just to give you a better visual representation. From the dimension tab, we can click on the arrow, just move that out of the way. There you can see the different types of expressions. You can choose if you only want to see the name, and if you would like to see the value. So you do have all the different types of options, and here you can see where the parameters have been utilized in the environment. I can also go and change the parameters, and everything else would update accordingly. If I don't want my width to be equals to height, I can change this to be, let's say, 450, and everything would update accordingly. Utilizing the parameters manager and the geometric constraints within AutoCAD can really assist you in bringing your sketch geometry to a little bit more on the advanced side, and just makes it so much easier to make your modifications as needed or required. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow for more content.